I have a confession to make. I hate technology, and I'm in the technology business. Actually, it's a love-hate relationship because I love what it can do when it works well. So what I really hate is digital hassle. Poorly designed, unintuitive apps and software that are glitchy and unintuitive. The kind of technology that simply doesn't last. And I'm not alone. All of us are users of technology, including trial patients. I want to make sure technology not only works better today, it has to work better tomorrow. And to do that, it has to be future-proof. Trials today are lasting longer than ever, and technology is evolving faster than ever. The tech our patients use has to be better in 5 years rather than obsolete in 5 years. So here are 3 future-proofing tips for people like me who love and hate technology. Now, I told you I work in technology, but I'm also a nurse. And I became a nurse because I care about patients and their families. I do what I do now for the same reason. I want what we do to work for people. So the first tip may seem a bit obvious, but we have to make sure our users can use our technology. We've been talking about patient centricity forever. User-centric design is an extension of that, and it applies to any user. We're competing for attention, from our patients and caregivers to our sites and sponsors. We have to make sure we create a better experience for the patients who give their time, their blood, and their body fluids for clinical trials. Our people are busy. We have to engage them with our technology. Engagement leads to more and better data. And to engage them, we need to fit into the lives they already lead. And we can't forget about sites and sponsors. Our technology has to add value, not burden. So, how do we do it? How do we make our technology user-friendly, engaging, and intuitive? We start by asking and listening, and then we implement it that way. User-centric design is informed by user experience research. So first, we ask, who are they? What's their story, their medical background? How do they use and engage with technology? And we listen to what they say. We do our best to understand their user journey. What colors do they like in the app? What about font styles? How big should the letters be? Should the buttons have rounded edges or should they be squared? What kind of icons? And what about heading placement? Should the day and the date be here or here? How does the app make them feel? Is it too clinical? Does it remind them of a hospital? We ask, listen, and then implement. Rinse and repeat. This is how we get to a user-centric design. Now, the next tip will be interesting if you're like me and you're not a techie. We have to make our tools multi-tenant. Multi-tenant solutions allow for a robust, common code base to support all projects. This differs from a single-tenant solution that delivers a unique code base for every single project. So the challenge with single tenancy is that when software changes are needed, for example, for a protocol amendment, or even a software enhancement, or perhaps a regulatory change, those changes are made to that unique code base. If you need that change elsewhere, you have to put that change in again and again for each and every instance of software. This is not scalable, and it is not future-proof. Multi-tenant platforms allow all studies to benefit from every change ever made. Highly scalable and highly future-proof. Our third tip, and it's closely aligned to multi-tenancy, is that our software should be 100% configurable. Fully configurable multi-tenant platforms allow for control by feature toggles. Maybe an oversimplification, but it can be as easy as flipping a switch. Toggle off features and functionality that you don't need, toggle on features and functionality that you do need. The study or project is tailored to how you want to see it. And when you need those updates due to protocol amendment or regulatory changes, those can be done by flipping on a toggle for that needed functionality. So, what if there's not a toggle for that? Well, we'll develop one and then make it available platform-wide. This means that every single update ever made going forward benefits all projects. The best consumer apps and software function this way: multi-tenant, fully configurable, tailored for every user, and yet every user benefits from every change. It makes the solution, while configurable, feel custom, tailored, so we're not reinventing wheel after wheel. Competition for attention is greater than it's ever been. Trials are longer and more complex than they've ever been, and the regulatory environment is ever changing. Your technology needs to evolve, especially your user-facing technology. It needs to be intuitive for all users, based on asking, listening, then implementing. It has to be fast to configure and able to handle changes and updates for years to come. Faster, more flexible, scalable, better data, future-proof. The kind of technology we don't have to hate. Thank you.